Everybody, thanks for joining me. Surprise, we got six more up here. I didn't realize the next person up was going to be Mango Hippie again. So, hey man, I'm loving it. Y'all, Mango, keep bringing it. I'll react to as many as you want me to react to, and everybody else, y'all can do the same thing, man. And I'm going to react to them in the order that they're received. That's the only fair way I know to do it. So, that being said, this one is a Slim Dusty song singing Melbourne Cup. And you know what? I haven't done a Slim Dusty reaction in a while, so I'm looking forward to this one. So let me get this thing ready to go and bring it up here. There you go, man. Slim Dusty and the Melbourne Cup.
There's a bustle in the city, there's excitement in the scrub, there's a drone of rowdy voices in every Aussie pub. For a year we've all been waiting and we've put our money up, and we're out to back the winner of the famous Melbourne Cup. There's a pause in all production, for our minds are on the race, and it's time when all our worries are forgotten for a space. And the women cease their talking, turn the radio well up, and with whip and spur they're waiting for the starting of the cup. And the TABs are crowded as the punters rush and push. They've held a sweep in every pub in city and in bush. Then a mighty cheering follows as the barrier goes up, and there's 1,000 jockeys spurring every racer in the cup. The first Tuesday of November, every year it is the same. Every Aussie heart is beating with excitement of the game. For they bet on dream or fancy or the forms they've followed up, from $1 up to thousands on the famous Melbourne Cup. There are millions who have never even sat upon a horse, whether it be yarding cattle or racing on the course. And it's doubtful if they'd even know the way to saddle up, but they take a lot of beating when they're racing in the cup. Now the famous race is over for another whole year. There's a lot of smiling faces and there's others shedding tears. There's a battler made a fortune and a wealthy man hard up, but win or lose they're waiting now for next year's Melbourne Cup. Oh, that's right.
Man, I'm gonna pause it. This is gonna be a brief one because I've said so much about Slim Dusty, but again, when you listen to Slim Dusty or John Williamson and Farnham, John Farnham, it's just feels comfortable. It feels like you actually know these guys, and I've heard nothing but good about them. Like if you would have met them. Say in a pub somewhere or anywhere, that they would have gladly had carried on a conversation with you, even though I'm sure they had a busy schedule in their life to get from point A to point B. But it comes across to me, comes across into the music. Yeah.
There's a bustle in the city, there's excitement in the scrub, there's a drone of rowdy voices in every Aussie pub. And a battler makes a fortune and a wealthy man hard up, but win or lose they're waiting now for next year's Melbourne Cup. There's a bustle in the city, there's excitement in the scrub, and a drone of rowdy voices in every Aussie pub. And a battler makes a...
All right, there we go with Slim Dusty and the Melbourne Cup. And he's talking about obviously the horse racing, but he made it sound like it was just another hoedown, is what we call just getting together, or what we used to call it. I don't think anybody calls it a hoedown anymore. I think that's reserved for some other culture now. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I enjoy every Slim Dusty I listen to. I don't care what it's about. I always like to listen to Slim Dusty. So. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Mango, thanks for another request. And to the rest of y'all, let's get out of here. Till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road. Bye, y'all.